Moscow. Here begins the explosive new weekly project, Shine Through Tears. This is the story of the Russian cosmetics brand Latte Beauty, told without embellishment. Debts, the battle for a place on marketplaces and offline, a series of fateful decisions and an ongoing struggle. Here, everything is real. Today in the episode,
a company has filed a lawsuit against us.
Where did Yana disappear to?
I was just standing there and everything started to blur because I couldn't get enough oxygen.
Designer rebellion. And
I don't have anything ready to put in the shopper.
A new employee.
I want to add a little vibrant, exciting spice to your beautiful pink world.
Lingerie exhibition. The reality show is heating up.
Girls are just walking around in their underwear.
Piercing for March 8th. Oh
my God.
Office transformation.
I feel a little bit like a serial killer.
The pre-holiday week started with good news. The team finally managed to find a warehouse. And that means that soon all these boxes will be moved there and the office will become spacious. We
now have a new warehouse space. It's not very big, but it'll be enough for us for now. It's almost 60 square meters. Most of what's here will be moved out very soon.
Well, finally, we rented a mini warehouse. We were able to afford it. Some of our packers have already moved there along with the boxes. In general, I hope that with our combined efforts, we'll be able to get the office in order over the next 6 months at least, and then we'll look nice. We're expanding the space for photographers so it's convenient for them to work, and we're enlarging the office.
The renovation is just as we wanted. It took longer than expected, but it's fine.
Well, it's because we have so many products. That's why it's taking longer. We can't just move everything back and forth. We need to work, not just haul things around. Not just haul things around.
We're constantly rearranging things. For us, this kind of chaos has already become something normal. And somehow it would even feel strange to give it up now. I'll feel out of place, as if something's missing when all this is gone. All these boxes, all of this stuff. But at the same time, I'm kind of looking forward to it already.
Colleagues, I wanted to suggest something to you. I understand that we can't avoid doing this. Otherwise, in 2027, we might end up without an audience, moving into the lingerie niche.
That's an unexpected move. But what about the debts? And the idea of making clothes?
A few episodes ago, we were really excited that we could try making some clothes. But I can tell you that since then, for example, that brand located in our business center still hasn't reached out to us. Maybe they got scared of something, maybe they watched our reality show. Well, I was a bit sad about it, but on the other hand, there are other companies that are happy to work with us. And
the team is motivated and ready for new achievements.
To do something unusual, lacy, you could even say sexy.
Nelly, I saw your incredible dancing on the pole. It was absolutely breathtaking.
I said don't include that. In any case, we need to test new categories. Right now we've taken on the bag niche, and I think we'll take on mini Cibelia next.
You know, you always set it up so Pinterest-like, but there's nowhere to actually buy it. And here, essentially, we can create incredibly aesthetic things ourselves. If we offer the most interesting designs, and we will, then I think there will be demand and it will be super cool overall. I already want a creative photo shoot. I already want to be involved in all of this. I really like this idea.
So I'm already thinking about how we're going to present this in the reality show. I even suspect that we might end up being the models ourselves again. We
still have modest incomes, and we still haven't gotten out of this financial crisis. On the other hand, we can't stop growing. There's this idea that if the moon isn't waxing, then it's waning. We'll make bodysuits, we'll make swimsuits, we'll make robes, you know, with those feathers. We'll make, of course, bras and panties in different styles. Well, that's probably the kind of... We're launching with a basic collection, and I'm really scared because it's going to require about 5 million rubles more. For us, that's a significant amount right now, and we'll have to take out another loan. We want exclusive fabrics, we want branded fabrics. And these are exactly the kinds of fabrics we were choosing at the exhibition. These are available in stock.
And this one is a custom order.
This is just beautiful.
Very
beautiful. And there's a black color in the same style.
By the way, this color is pretty nice.
Lilac.
Just by itself. But simple, I think.
It's kind of ordinary.
It's probably just ordinary. Not really our thing. I would go with our own shades. How did such wonderful lace pass us by? This is just a collection with the star Romanova. We want to order this one. Many people know how to make a good fit. They've learned how to sew. But to choose something beautiful lace, to pick out an interesting fabric, that's very difficult and expensive. And it takes time, because the more interesting the print, the more intricate the design, the longer it takes to make. At first, I explained our concept to them so they would understand what we need. I specifically said that we really need everything to be incredibly shiny and bright, filled with beautiful shimmer and intricate beads. I truly think it will look absolutely spectacular in lingerie or perhaps on a swimsuit, especially when everything sparkles brilliantly and the warm sun shines down on you like that. In those moments, you are just truly the radiant queen of the beach or simply the magnificent queen of the bedroom. It was my first time at an exhibition and I didn't expect it to be so, straightforward. Men walking around in underwear and socks, women just walking around in lingerie. At first I didn't even realize what was going on. I was just sitting there working, picking out fabrics. I turn around and sense that something's happening. Someone is just walking around in their underwear. I turn around and there's both a man and a woman in underwear. I didn't even process it at first. I thought, why are they here? What's going on? I could work like that too. I could definitely work in that exact way too. When something sweet comes along.
We'll be on the watering can. I just need a bus briefly.
Right now we're trying to find money for fabric somewhere. Then we'll make our test models. And if everything turns out as beautiful as we imagine, we'll launch them for sale. I don't know how our poor guys are going to work at all. Now we'll just constantly have half-naked girls around. I have no idea what all this will lead to, but in general, our show, our reality is getting hotter. Today, our accountant wrote to me that a company has filed a lawsuit against us. Here's the story. This was before I returned to managing the company. They were transporting our equipment from different regions of the country to that very warehouse. They delivered it at a price that they hadn't agreed upon with the office. When I was already back in charge, I received a huge bill. It was about $1,600,000. All right, I'm taking over the company with whatever debts it has. And we signed an agreement according to which we would pay a certain amount within a month. We couldn't pay 200,000 rubles per month, but we consistently paid 80,000 rubles each month. February, March, April. By the time the court hearings take place, we'll have already paid off this debt anyway. So the question is, what do they want? In general, what do you think about this?
You really need to have a lot of documents that prove you're in the right. And in most cases, they simply do not possess any of those necessary documents.
It works differently with documentation, I think, especially in transportation. First, a document is prepared where the cost is also specified. And after that, the invoice and the act are issued.
But what exactly is their specific claim at the moment?
I don't know. We'll see. We collectively decided to accept this challenge. But since they've already started this fight, that means we'll fight. Obviously, we need a lawyer who is not ordinary, someone who will also agree to take part in our reality show, because we want to show you from start to finish how a court process unfolds. So what is he going to do here, my dear colleagues? Hello everyone, Sasha, Ksenia. Ksyusha and I are in a really tough spot, but I think you already know that. Right now, besides getting a lot of cosmetics, we also have bags and we have shoppers too. Honestly, I don't know how to keep up with everything. Plus, there's the peer work. I do it in the evenings. I don't have Illustrator on my computer, and yeah, our admin still hasn't been able to come and help me install it. So I do it at home after work. I'm working. Things are constantly breaking, stopping working. That's how it is. Nelly is constantly in a panic. Because sales are like a roller coaster and it's all very, very unpleasant. Nelly writes to me, Sash, we urgently need to put up the cards on AVB. For the brown shoppers specifically. I think, okay, I finish my tasks, then I put up the cards, and now there's a full-fledged funnel, everything is good. Dennis comes up to me and says like, Sash, you put bags on the funnel with the shoppers, but I don't have anything ready for these shoppers. I thought the bags had arrived. Let me explain what I did. I set it up for this luxurious bag, but in reality, shoppers arrived. So you see, I was already so tired and like not really thinking straight that I put the bag on our funnel, yeah. That kind of thing starts to scare me. When you're constantly working in this race, you basically start missing really important things. But now I'm already anticipating that lingerie and swimsuits will be coming in. And most likely it will arrive right before the season starts, if not during the season itself. So Kshusha and I will once again be scrambling with urgent deadlines. Doing all these product cards, because usually nothing arrives for us in advance in the normal way. We received a lot of messages asking where is Yana? What happened to Yana? Yana, tell us, how are you here? Is everything okay?
Honestly, it's so unexpected that so many people are asking about me. Guys, I haven't disappeared anywhere. I'm still here, just like Vlad. I'm really touched that there's such a buzz that you thought you lost me. I absolutely loved your reaction. The feedback, I'm thrilled.
Yana is a beauty, our model for all the marketplaces. You see all the products through Yana and Ariana. Show up on camera more often, come by, we'll only be happy to see you. See your fans miss you? Yana, in a few words, come on. Tell us how things are going for you right now. By the way, Yana has a big career in theater. I had some theater productions in December. We also performed for children, and now there's just a little bit of theater. My theater work has paused because the season ended, but we have plans for other performances ahead, more summer ones, of course. On January 4th, I performed in Turandot. But the worst part was that during my scene, where I was lying down, it was a nightmare. Yana, dear. Oh, I just want to give you a hug, my dear. Come on, let me show you what happened to your workspace. Now we have a studio like this, come on guys. But now it's going to be bigger, it'll be twice as wide, and I think it won't be so stuffy, so Yana.
Yeah, because Sergey and I really wear ourselves out here with all these lights and spotlights on all the time. And all of that is shining right on you. One time I was just standing there and everything started to blur because there wasn't enough oxygen.
Now let's figure out what we're going to do next. We have big plans for the summer. Natalia Sergeyevna invited us, remember?
Yes, to Crimea, she invited you.
Yeah, and you and I will go together. That's when the lavender will be in bloom. Yeah, I think it's going to be beautiful. And in general, we're planning to look for interesting shades.
A few more shoots with Natalia Sergeyevna are expected. And believe me, they will be just as great as this one.
Yanochka, let me let you through. See, they've brought in the chair. We'll sit down. And this...
Is it like coffee?
No, it's a chair. From the 1930s. The set is called Pineapple. We'll put it in my office. It'll look gorgeous. Bold.
Flourishing. I think it's your style. I am
Really looking forward to the unboxing.
It used to be just a classic office, even when I had just started. There were desks, chairs, computers, just the usual. And now the latte style is really starting to take shape. It's so inspiring and I really like it. For the time being, it's my dearest one.
We've brought on board an English language content editor.
I've decided that in general we need to return to the international market and at least start within the framework of our reality show. That very same international expansion. So if you see something in a foreign language, that's me. My task is to increase brand awareness among an international audience through viral meme formats. Something that will promote the brand and people can laugh and find it relatable, let's put it that way. I was born in Novosibirsk, just like the founder of the brand, and my name is also Yulia. A lot of coincidences. I moved to Moscow when I was in school. I really love movies, music, and I run my own blog on these topics. So social media is my life, so to speak. I want to add a little spice. Your pink world, apparently that's how it is.
Hey girls. And also...
Now, a surprise for March 8th. I wonder what awaits our beauties in the courtyards of the capital. Fortunately...
Here in Russia, holidays come one after another. First, we congratulated the men, and now we're congratulating our women. In general, I believe that it's important for a woman to be beautiful. Beauty these days is work, hard work. So, in general, I wish it could be the same for us too. Today's episode turned out to be interesting. We already have beautiful girls, but it seems like today they wanted to become even more beautiful. If that's what they want, then so be it.
Actually, I've wanted to get my ear, the cartilage, pierced for a long time, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it because it takes a really long time to heal. As a child, I did dance. We had 2 wonderful teachers, 2 choreographers. One of the girls actually had her navel pierced. And for some reason, as a child, I liked it so much that I immediately decided I wanted it too. I'm suggesting that on March 8th, our whole department goes to get our navels pierced.
At first I thought, cool, awesome, yeah, I've wanted this for a long time, but now I'm like, damn, do I really need it?
Hello there, everyone.
Girls, you still have time to choose the spot for the piercing and the jewelry, and to decide if they're ready for such a surprise.
They're big. I thought they'd be smaller.
No, these are regular pieces of jewelry, specifically for navels.
Do I have a regular navel?
No. Here I have a moon, right? And here I have a little star. There's exactly the same little star here, you see? And it's right above the moon. So I'll have a moon, a star, and another star. Do you understand? It's fate. Yes, that's how it will be with us. Oh no. Alright, I get it.
Man, how do you put up with women who take forever to choose things in stores? My head is about to explode, it's practically smoking.
We finally decided on the jewelry. Now the main thing is not to change our minds at the last second.
What about you, Sash?
I'm afraid of blood.
Upset it takes 6 months to heal?
Yeah, I don't like the whole healing part. I want everything to be done all at once, not dragged out.
In general, I'm not against the piercing itself, it's just the process that scares me.
I look over there and I just...
You're green, you know, like the color in that painting, I can already see it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. The nose is the easiest.
It hurts a lot.
No, it hurts. It really does.
It's scary, yeah.
It doesn't hurt. Well, it doesn't hurt for you.
You don't have a nose piercing, so why are you talking?
I just heard about it. She's making it up, just trying to scare you. Are you saving money?
I am saving, honestly, I admit it.
See, that's proof she's saving money.
But I'm not afraid. What are you afraid of? By the way, I have a bunch of tattoos and piercings, so I'm like an exhibitionist, both of them. Look, I have a piercing. I pierced my own cartilage. It heals painfully, I can say that. But with proper care, everything will be fine. So we're not doing the nostril.
Shusha. Well, that's right. Better to measure 7 times. You can always pierce it later.
We are now going to check how much it costs to get a piercing in Moscow in 26 at my favorite salon. Nostril piercing is cancelled. So 2 cartilage piercings for the girls. That's Nelia and Ariana. 1,500 each for the piercing itself, so that's 3,000. And each of them gets jewelry for 1,300. And for Sasha, accordingly, it's a navel piercing. 1,800 rubles for the piercing and 3,000 rubles for the jewelry. So in total, we get 10,400. That's like a trip to Sadovod.
You still need to buy something like that.
It's scary. Honestly, not everyone would even want a gift like that to accept it. So who's first for the procedure?
You pack.
Come on, all right, let's talk now. She's finally gone.
That's not even half. That's probably a third. There you go. There are different ones here. They come in 2 sizes, 15 by 15 and 10 by 15. There you go. And you have to transport all of this like this. We'll clean up now. Just a minute.
The plan was to clear out the office for the holiday, not to fill it up even more. There should be enough space.
Well, not really, but these bags go quickly actually. Usually about 1 bag a day gets used up easily, maybe even more.
It looks scary, but for the girls, it's even scarier right now.
Will this be quick?
Slow but quick. I'll blow faster.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god. Oh, what a terrible nightmare.
I'm only thinking about how I'll be walking around in Latte Beauty swimsuits and shining incredibly.
Wow, guys, this is beautiful.
I just can't believe I did this.
We soak all the scabs that will dry up. A cotton pad or a cotton swab with saline solution. Or you have half water, half snot lying around. If something hasn't softened yet, we soak it again. We remove it, and after that, as a preventive measure, use normistin or chlorhexidine.
It was really scary, guys. In the moment, it was just, well, but it was worth it, I think. Yeah, you can also write your thoughts in the comments later. But I recommend it to everyone who wants to try. I recommend it to everyone. That's it. Wow, I've given birth. We made it.
Quiet, does it hurt?
Well, it's not very pleasant, but it's okay. It doesn't really
Hurt so much.
Nelia, you weren't scared. Come on, hang in there. Beauty requires sacrifice.
Can I take it off like this? Well, it's for beauty after all.
So I heard that on the electric.
but we didn't hear it. Maybe we'll hear it now.
I have been completely prepared and ready for these piercings since the moment I was born, spending my entire life anticipating this transformation with excitement.
Yeah, really. There's a little pocket. Let's do it. Okay, there's no fear. That's it. Is everything all finished now?
Almost. I'll twist the stone. This is the hardest part.
It's very beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm looking. It's really beautiful. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Thank you. This is honestly the most beautiful thing I've ever had. I've waited my whole life for this moment. Alright, that's it. Hand it over. Thank you. That's all. Goodbye. No hair. Nothing is allowed.
I'm afraid they'll get caught.
Maybe we should take a sick leave? Right at work. These are the kinds of gifts our company gives us for March 8th. And what about you?
The girls actually seem happy. I saw them, they came out looking so inspired. 10,400. Oops, great. I didn't really have any kind of moral dilemma about whether it was right or wrong. On the outside, I would have done it. But the process itself scares me so much that I refused because of that.
For the girls, in any case. Everyone enjoyed the experience, and I really want to make Kashusha happy, because she was left without a surprise. She's awesome. I think we'll come up with something cool for her.
So guys, now we're going to unpack, do an unboxing of a real rarity from the 1930s, so this furniture is almost 100 years old. Let's see now what condition it's in here. I'm glad that we are allocating part of the money for aesthetics, because well, for a beauty brand that's really important. The whole look, it absolutely has to be there 100%. Now we'll see what it actually is by its silhouette. It seems like it's a chair.
I heard. This is the original upholstery actually for the 1930s, for 100-year-old furniture from Operano Stucci. It's crazy.
That it's made from real male tiger.
These are wooden inserts like this. I can't say for sure what kind of wood this is. I like it, it looks interesting. A vintage corner, kind of like a chill-out lounge.
If you call it that in Gen Z terms.
It's cool, that's right.
A lot of vintage things are in fashion now, in general. I mean in clothing. Actually,
leopard print is trending now.
Yeah, especially for girls, that's true.
This isn't luxury as we understand it. It's a necessity to surround ourselves with beautiful things. In general, for people who come to our office, they'll also see this beauty in their eyes, beauty that's been carried through the centuries. It becomes part of our world, and then we start to create based on what we see before us.
Alright, let's go guys. Now we're going to show you something else. We have another little secret spot here. Now we're getting to the good stuff. This is what Yuri Alexandrov calls the pineapple.
Pineapple as in... By the way, I kind of feel a bit like a serial killer right now. If you've watched the series or seen American Psycho, then you know what I mean. The walls are covered with plastic wrap. I think everyone is familiar with that. By the way, the texture really does resemble a pineapple. Oh, what a pleasant sound.
There's no corpse in there, is there? No. The mechanism is quite unusual. It locks with a ball bearing.
The overall quality of the craftsmanship is just amazing. You can tell this was made by hand. You can always feel that in things. It's really cool. A bit of Art Deco.
Yeah, it does have that kind of vibe, I think.
If the handles were gold, it would be pure Art Deco. Like a podium. So it's a very beautiful set. I can't say for sure what kind of wood this is. I'm not good at identifying it by eye, but in my opinion, it's either oak or walnut. The condition is perfect, really. I really like the leg, it's shaped like a harp.
I'm curious how much all of this costs. I think it's very expensive. I feel like there are a lot of zeros in that price. If we knew, I think we would have been scared and wouldn't have brought it here.
It cost about 900,000 rubles. Do I regret what I did? No, I don't regret it. I believe that beautiful women and beautiful companies should surround themselves with beautiful things. Friends, you've had a lot of discussions about my chair. Is it okay to sit on such a luxurious throne when you have such debts? Yes, friends, it is okay. But this is my world, this is who I am. And I need this set because it helps me survive and persevere. There will be no love in the future, at least not in the way we're used to understanding it. And there will be no sex either, even more so.
A provocative interview with Yulia Baranovskaya and Vladislav Bergovoy. We're heading to the Lenin Library for deep knowledge. A snowy path to the office. The court has thrown everything into confusion, searching for a lawyer.
The base is peeling off.
A real problem with the product or the work of competitors. Flowers for a hater.